Hey man, what's going on? We got a lot to talk about today. You guys see from the title what we're getting into in this video. But we are going to be talking about some other things in the boxing world, the NBA world. So if you're a diehard sports fan like me and in the different sports like I don't know basketball, football, boxing, college football, college basketball, man, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, do all that good stuff, man. But let's get into it. So. Shakur Stevenson has come in overweight for his fight against Robson Conceicao. I think I'm almost positive that's how you say his name. I've heard people say his name different ways, but I'm just say Conceicao. That seems like what it is. And it's not even that he just came in overweight, right? He came in 1.6 pounds overweight. The fight is scheduled for 130 pounds, junior lightweight, and he came in at a 131.6. Um, and honestly, man, I love Shakur. That's literally like my top three favorite fighters. I got Spence, Lomachenko, and Shakur. Those are guys I really like. I'm not missing any of their fights for sure. Um, but we gotta keep that same energy. People had that. People were on Cambosa's ass. People were on Tank's ass. David Benavidez, man. If you miss weight, you don't get no excuses now. Of course, this is a title fight. It's a unification fight at that. So, it's even more messed up when you consider Robson Conceicao. He's a little bit at a disadvantage. I gave him zero chance to beat Shakur anyway. But just knowing that Shakur didn't have to drain himself a little bit more when he had to do so and make 130 pounds. It's just unfortunate for him, man. And Shakur should be criticized for that, right? But even with that being said, though, Shakur had a chance. He had what was it, 2 hours he had 2 hours to go back and make the weight, but unfortunately he just decided to not do that. I guess it would have been unhealthy for him to do so, and I guess he figured that he probably wouldn't be at this weight class long enough anyway, right? The other two titles, one is with PBC, so it would have been hard for a unification match, and the other one I think is with Matchroom, with Cordina. I think Joe Cordina is Matchroom, and if he's not signed to exclusively Matchroom, he definitely fights on the zone. So, those fights would have been hard for him to make, and I guess he was already having a little bit of problems making 130, right? So, just drop the belts, go up to 135 after this fight, and maybe all will be forgotten. But it's tough though, man. Dropping belts. Hopefully, the WBC and WBO, still holds him in high regard. So when he does move up to 135, it won't be long before he's mandatory for one of them titles. But I'm actually getting to Shakur's Twitter, man. So that's just one thing right there. Let's see what he tweeted. I don't want to show that video, get hit with the copyright, but he said, let me scroll up this a little bit. He said it's showtime. Oh no, no, I want to read this in order. He said I gave it up. He said I gave it my all. I've been professional my whole career and made weight, but my body just can't make 130 anymore. My health has to come first. I'm moving up to 135 in my next fight. And the following tweet says it's showtime. I'm locked in regardless. See ya soon. And I mean, if you couldn't make weight, you gotta move up, right? Like if he's coming in 1.6 pounds, I know Shakur is a hard worker, so if he felt like making 130 wasn't a healthy situation for him, I can't blame him too much, right? He is just a newly dad too. So maybe I'm not saying it's right? But maybe he's putting on some of that baby weight, right? You gotta I think he's engaged. I don't think he got married yet. He's engaged, just had a newborn. Maybe the work ethic isn't there, but I just know Shakur seemed like he loves boxing too much to really just be missing weight like that. I don't. He's not. He doesn't appear to be the guy that's just partying and drinking and everything like that. But we don't know what happens behind closed doors. So, rightfully so, he should be criticized, and the show must go on, right? So I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he's gonna be getting fined per se, like for coming in too many pounds overweight. Um, but if he does, so be it. But the titles he can't win these titles back. Unfortunately, the titles are only available for Robson Conceicao. And honestly, this should be a good. I thought it was gonna be a pretty good fight. I had Shakur winning, going to the distance. I had him winning on points. Conceicao is a pretty good fighter. He has a extensive amateur background. I think he was a he's a medalist. He's an Olympic medalist. I can't remember if it's gold or silver, but he definitely won one of the medals in the Olympics. Can't quite remember, but he's a good fighter. He gave Oscar Valdez hell for pretty much, I say, for the first half of their fight. And then Oscar kind of put the pressure on him in the second fight, and it seemed like uh he couldn't really withstand that, right? Like he was a little sluggish in the second half of the fight. The way he was boxing so beautifully in the first half kind of went away. So I think this can be a masterclass by Shakur, and with him having that extra 1.6 pounds, not having to cut that weight, wouldn't be surprised if he dominated him here, right? I'm looking forward to that fight tomorrow. This is a Friday night fight, not Saturday. So let's get into it. And with that being said, I'm out of here, man. Peace.